Hey art fans, Butch Hartman here. Thanks for tuning in. I am psyched you guys are here. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below because it makes everything better. It makes bad food taste like honey. Okay, Dani Phantom spinoff. What would that be like? I did 53 episodes of Dani Phantom and it was a blast. And through that, you guys got to meet some great characters like Danny Fenton, who became Dani Phantom, Sam Manson, Tucker Foley, Jack Fenton, Maddie Fenton, Vlad Plasmius, Jazz Fenton, Skulker, Technus, the Box Ghost, the Ghost King, there's Valerie Grey, the list goes on and on. All these great characters that we developed in this show. We created this really awesome world. But what would a Dani Phantom spinoff look like? What would we do? First of all, when you're going to spin anything off, you have to look at the main characters because that's what the people have fallen in love with. Hopefully, if we were to spin Dani Phantom off into another show, it would have to be a character that'd be really strong, really beloved, that people would really, really want to follow. So you're probably sitting there right now going, what character would you spin off from Dani Phantom? There are a few characters on Dani Phantom I think would be killer spin-off characters. Who are they, you might ask? Well, here we go. That's why we're here on the Butch Hartman channel to answer these questions. The first character I think that should be spun off into their own show is Valerie Grey. I think Valerie Grey is an awesome character to spin off in some capacity. And I think you guys will agree with me because at the end of the episode Destabilized in season 3, Valerie is flying away on her awesome cool hoverboard thing that she has. She has just found out that Vlad Masters is Vlad Plasmius, and she vows to hunt Vlad down.
Better watch out, Vlad, because one of the ghosts I'm hunting now is you.
That character arc ended because the next episode of Dani Phantom was the last episode. It was Phantom Planet, and that ended the series. And so we never got to see where Valerie Grey's character arc would have taken her. I think seeing Valerie Grey, who got her technology from Vlad Plasmius, hunt Vlad down with that very technology, I think that would be a killer series, almost like an X-Files type of a thing. And I think in hunting down Vlad, who is the ultimate prize, I think she gets close to Vlad a few times, but I think in hunting Vlad down, she uncovers some really super evil things about Vlad, some lesser things. And I think she would somehow have to uncover things about Vlad before she got to Vlad. It'd be almost like a video game, I think. She'd be after Vlad, but in doing so, there had to be someone that she wasn't aware of that was also hunting Vlad, or someone that Vlad has maybe imprisoned somewhere. She has to free them, or things she learns about Vlad. She learns about his family, and maybe she ends up helping Vlad's long-lost family in some way while she's hunting Vlad. And I just think it would be awesome in this spin-off to have Valerie fighting ghosts and hunting for Vlad alongside Dani Phantom, the girl Dani Phantom from the series, because she was created by Vlad, and I think she would want vengeance on Vlad for never treating her like the human she deserves to be treated like. And I just think it would be great to see them both team up to hunt Vlad down. Dani using her ghost powers, Valerie using her tech. I think it's a definite, Supergirl kind of Batgirl sort of situation. I think that would just be great. I really think it would be a lot like the show The Mentalist with Simon Baker, where the character in The Mentalist was hunting this serial killer named Red John the whole time. I'm not recommending you go watch The Mentalist, it's a pretty intense show, but he's trying to get to Red John, but along the way to get to Red John, he's finding all these other bad guys along the way. And then the ultimate climax is finding Red John and finally confronting him. And I think that would be an awesome spin-off. I think at the end when she does confront Vlad, we'd probably have a moment like in Return of the Jedi, where Luke finally confronts Vader. And by this time, Luke has become a Major League Jedi, and I think by this time Valerie's become a Major League Ghost Hunter, and really just gives Vlad the beating of his life, and I think takes him to the point where she's about to completely destroy him, and then she decides not to. That could be like 2 or 3 seasons of a show where she's constantly hunting Vlad Plasmius, and then finally gets to him at the end. There's another show I can compare it to from back in the 1960s, and then they made a movie out of it with Harrison Ford called The Fugitive, where the fugitive, Harrison Ford, is accused of a crime he didn't do, and he has to prove his innocence, and along the way he's being hunted by Tommy Lee Jones, and he's got to stay one step ahead of this guy while he proves his own innocence. And there's something along those lines I think we can do with Valerie, where maybe Valerie in her hunt of Vlad Plasmius gets accused of something that Vlad does, and so she now is on the run while she's hunting Vlad. And I think through Valerie hunting Vlad, starting off very confidently at first, I think she would be beaten down. I think she'd lose her technology. I think she'd have to get kind of primitive and have to learn how to make the technology on her own. I think she'd become a much tougher fighter. I think she would get some allies along the way. I think we do need to involve some of the main cast of Dani Phantom, but not all of them. I think Dani, like in the show Supergirl, you hear about Superman, but you don't see him very much. I think in this show, you hear about Dani Phantom, but you don't see him very much. But I do think at a point where Valerie loses her technology, I think Vlad just completely destroys her at one point. She has no technology left. I think we bring in Tucker at this point. I think Tucker comes in because Tucker's a techno whiz by this point. He's also the mayor of Amity Park, and I think he has access to a lot of technology and a lot of money. I think Tucker builds her a brand new arsenal of ghost fighting weaponry that she uses to put the serious hurt on Vlad and hunt him. Anyway, hang on. Hello?
Yo, I'm about to make an epic jump, and I want to make a website to be sure my fans can check it out later as much as they want.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
With the bike? Yes. The website? Not really.
No problem. By using Squarespace, we can make you a website really fast to upload your Daredevil footage. It's an all-in-one platform. There's no plugins, no patches, and no updates ever. And it's flexible for any kind of website.
No way!
Way! I even made myself an awesome website where I can share my drawings, art tips, and other stuff I'm interested in. It's super fun, super fast, and super cool.
Sweet! Can I do one too?
Totally! Squarespace is even offering my viewers 10% off your very first purchase with them.
Nice! When I land, I'm totally doing this!
And I can help you take care of that. Just go to squarespace.com/Butch or click the link in the description. That's squarespace.com/BUTCH.
Thank you, Butch Hartman and Squarespace!
No problem, death-defying motorcycle daredevil. I love helping daredevils, and so does Squarespace. Now, I think with spin-offs, you always have to have, new characters that come into the mix that surround the main character that weren't in the original series. So I think a new character we could put into this, and let's think about this when you're writing a show, when you come up with new characters, you have to kind of look at what you're dealing with. We have Valerie, who's the lead girl, but it's mostly guys in the show. She's hunting Vlad, Tucker's in the show, so I think we have to add another girl character in the show for Valerie to fight alongside of. And I think at first, it's a ghost that she fights. It's a girl ghost, I think. I think it's a girl ghost that she fights. And I think she ends up becoming friends with the girl ghost. And I think this new ghost girl character will be called Shade. I think her name would be I think Shade would be very awesome. And I think Shade has the power to, I don't know, I think she has the power to camouflage, and I think that would really help Valerie, because Shade could end up looking like anything, or giving Valerie the ability to look like anything, or covering her in darkness, or covering her. I think she could even shade you in light if she wants to. Like if it's a very bright room, she could actually shade, but she can't do it for very long, because she's gonna have a limitation. So I think Valerie fights Shade at first, and then Shade and Valerie become very good friends, and they together team up to go after Vlad. Because I think at some point Vlad has hurt every ghost in the ghost zone, so they all want to get Vlad. And so I think having Valerie have a girlfriend ghost would be very cool. Okay, so that's what I think a Dani Phantom spin-off would look like. That's just one version. I have a bunch of others. What do you guys think? Valerie Grey teaming up with a ghost character named Shade, and eventually making Valerie Grey into this amazing, cool, female ghost fighting character. That would be awesome. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Dani, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.